And we're here at SunTrust Park for the Braves and the Reds. It's game 3 of their 4-game series, and it comes your way tonight right here at the ballpark at 7:20 p.m. Eastern. Good pitching matchup. Couple of veterans going at it tonight. Dallas Keuchel for the Braves. Trevor Bauer making his Cincinnati Reds debut. Again, first pitch tonight is set for 7:20 p.m. Eastern. Braves enter play 65-46. Coming off a loss last night, they still lead the Nationals by 6 games here in the National League East standings. The lead is 7 over the Phillies, who lost a marathon game in South Philly to the White Sox last night. Meanwhile, the Reds, they're 51-57. They're in 4th place in the National League Central standings. Let's talk about last night. It was a 5-2 loss for the Braves in Game 2. They could not figure out Alex Wood. Now, of course, Braves fans, you're certainly very well familiar with Woody from his time here in Atlanta, that funky, deceptive left-handed delivery, and the Braves just could not get anything going against Alex Wood last night in Game 2. The good news, we did see some really good at-bats from Austin Riley, a fly out to deep right center field. He also went deep last night for number 17 for the young man last night. Of course, Ronald Acuna Jr. hitting an absolute bomb here last night, a solo shot, his 26th homer of the season. It was measured at 463 feet. That's the second longest by a Braves player in SunTrust Park history. So that's really the only thing the Braves could get going, a couple of solo homers in last night's 5-2 loss. Good news, though, we did get a chance to lay eyes on one of the new acquisitions. Chris Martin, acquired a day before the deadline from the Texas Rangers. He tossed a scoreless inning with a strikeout, now gives him 44 punch-outs in 39 innings pitched this season, of course, between his time with the Rangers and then now his debut with the Braves last night. 39 innings, 4 walks. This guy didn't even get close to walking anybody last night in his Braves debut. Still looking forward to seeing Mark Melancon and Shane Green. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see both those guys here tonight, and hopefully it's a save opportunity for Shane Green. Again, it's Dallas Keuchel and it's Trevor Bauer. Keuchel, the 31-year-old left-hander, making his 9th start of the year. He's coming off a frustrating outing against the Nationals on Monday night, where he was not very happy with the strike zone in that ballgame. Said he felt like he struck out 10 batters, but when you look back, some borderline pitches didn't get called for Keuchel in that ballgame. He was responsible for 4 earned runs on 6 hits over 5 1/3 inning, walked 4, struck out 4. So he felt like the strikeout numbers should have been a lot higher for him in last night's outing. Making his 2nd career start against the Cincinnati Reds, faced him back in 2016, allowed a couple of earned runs on 5 hits over 7 innings worth of work, no walks, and 6 Ks in that outing, of course, with the Houston Astros against Cincinnati back in 2016. Trevor Bauer, the 28-year-old, he's set to make his Reds debut, acquired a couple of days ago at the trade deadline from the Cleveland Indians. Of course, when he was acquired, he led all of Major League Baseball in innings pitched. How about 156 2/3 innings pitched for Trevor Bauer entering the start tonight? Since the start of 2018, so going back to the start of last season, Bauer leads all starting pitchers with 406 strikeouts, and he's 9th in innings pitched, 332 dating back to the start of last season. His 2.95 ERA over that span is good for 6th best in all of Major League Baseball. Now, the Braves did see Bauer back in April as a member of the Indians in Cleveland, and the Braves saw him April 20th. He allowed 2 earned on 3 hits over 6 1/3 innings pitched. But some interesting comments from Bauer after the game. He said he didn't feel like the Braves were up there ready to hit. Now, of course, if you remember back to that game, Braves did a really good job. They fouled a lot of pitches off, really tried to drive that pitch count up. Some odd comments from Trevor Bauer when he saw the Braves last time out, again, a few months ago, back as a member of the Cleveland Indians. So we'll see what he has in store for the Braves here tonight. You know, he's going to be geared up making his Reds debut, trying to make a positive impression on his new team. And, of course, as Grant McCauley and I talked about on Braves Wrap-Up last night right here on 680 The Fan, we expect runs to be at a premium tonight. So expect a 12-11 shootout. That's probably how things always tend to go. Good pitching matchup. Dallas Keuchel, Trevor Bauer. It's a 7:20 first pitch. Ben Ingram, Joe Simpson, they've got the call for you here on 680 The Fan and the Braves Radio Network. And hey, a big shout out to all you who came out and joined us this morning at the T-Mobile at the Peach Shopping Center to hang out with Ronald Acuna Jr. A tremendous line. Folks got there as early as 6 a.m. to get in line to meet the All-Star and former National League Rookie of the Year. So a good time. So all you folks who came out today, a big thank you for coming out and hanging out. Enjoyed talking to all of you. And again, hopefully you can join us here for the Braves and the Reds, 7:20 p.m. Eastern, right here on 680 The Fan and the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.